Welcome back, friends. Welcome back, fellow Wastelanders. Gaming for XP, bringing you a special edition of Gaming Plays Fallout 4. So, I promised you a while back, if you've been following the Gaming Plays Fallout 4 series, I promised you that I'd go through and show you the weapons setup I'm playing with at the moment. I'm currently level 24 and I'll go through this in a fair bit of detail and hopefully it'll help you. This is my personal preference and how I play the game. I'm sure that everybody that watches this will play the game just a slight bit different, but here's my setup anyway and hope it helps. So for me, I use ballistic weapons. That's how I play the game. I'm not really a melee character. I don't really go for energy weapons. So let's have a look at the weapons workbench and I'll explain a little bit and then we'll get into the weapons tree. So here we are at the weapons bench, and just for you, those of you who haven't used the weapons bench or modified before, I'm assuming most of you know exactly how to use this. Basically just hit the button and it'll be different on whether you're on PC, PlayStation or Xbox, but essentially it does the same thing. Hit the button that says craft and it will open up this menu for you, and then you can go through and you can upgrade your weapons, and it really does. And we'll talk about a little bit about the perks that at least I use that are required to do this also. So for instance, which one will we look at? Let's have a look at, we can look at the combat shotgun. So you got a number of options that you can upgrade, update, whatever you want to do. For me, generally I'll go for the highest damage I can get and the best accuracy, and then range is very dependent on the type of gun that you're running. Obviously a shotgun, you're not going to get a heck of a lot of range because it's a shotgun, it's meant to be used up close. Something like a sniper, you want a lot more range, so there is a balance there. So you'll see if you watch the different numbers on the left hand side in that little box next to the inventory, you'll see these change. So we'll go to receivers and you can see standard receiver, and as you go down through them, this basically will change your damage and your accuracy. Now if you get down and you can see 105 there, and then it drops off, and it will change range as well, change a whole lot of things. Now you'll see there is below hardened automatic receiver, there's rapid automatic receiver, but you can't choose it, and that's because you require gun nut 3, and it will tell you what you need to put these. So you can see probably the highest damage I'm going to be able to get is 121 on this gun, and I'm just about to hit level 25. I'm on level 24 at the moment, which means I can open up gun nut 3 so I can upgrade this even more. And this is what I do early in the game, and this is the same for every single one of these attributes that you can upgrade. And the other thing you got to keep an eye on is that if you look on the right hand side, it shows you what materials you need, and it will also show you what will happen when you do the upgrade. So obviously with long barrel, it's giving you superior range, better recoil and a narrow spread, superior recoil range and a narrow spread. But the long barrel, as opposed to the long ported and short barrel, gives you a fraction more accuracy. Not much, just a little bit. And you can see with short ported and shielded barrel, the weight drops significantly. So there's all these factors that you have to think about. Same with the different stocks, and so on and so on. So that's how you modify your guns. As I said, just repeating, I'll go for high damage, good accuracy and range. So there are the three things that I really worry about, but damage is the one that I really focus on because I want to drop people and drop them quickly. The fire rate, not so much. So here's the current weapon tree that I'm running at the moment. You can see I always have my snipers up top. I've got a 50 cal and a 308 sniper. To the left I have the combat rifle and combat shotgun, and to the right usually my pistols, the 10mm Kellogg's pistol and the Righteous Authority, just in case I need a energy weapon at any point. And usually what I'm running on the bottom, just in case you're wondering, on which is the kind of south on the compass, I obviously always have my stim packs there, but I'll generally run. I have favorited Radaway, and I also have purified water in the kind of fast access menu so that I can heal quickly and get on with the game. This is, as I said earlier, at level 24, and we'll get into the gun stats in a little while. But most times when I play Fallout, this is the kind of format. The only difference would be the left hand side. I might run an assault rifle. But that's about it. I'll usually 10mm. I'm using Kellogg's pistol at the moment, but generally I'll use the 10mm for most things. So I thought it was important to show you what kind of perks I rely on. Gun nut, you gain to rank 2 gun mods at level 24. I'm just, as I said, I'm about to get to level 25. Commando, your automatic weapons now do 40% more damage, improved hip accuracy, and the stars indicate how many I've invested thus far. Rifleman attacks with non-automatic rifles will do 40% more damage and ignore 50% of the target's armor. And also the another one that you could consider is Gunslinger, because Gunslinger gives you non-automatic pistols do 20% more damage, and obviously as you increase each of these, those percentages will go up significantly. So I think every time you add a star, it's about 20% per time you do it until you reach the top level, and obviously that's also dependent on some of your other special perks and your level. So these are the ones I use, seem to work for me. I'd be really interested to know what, if any of you guys, what you use, and some suggestions depending on what your setup is. So I thought I'd show you my special perks. I've got them written down here so I don't have to look at the screen. So strength's at 6 at the moment, perception is at 7, endurance is at 6, charisma at 8, intelligence at 5, agility at 5, and luck at 2. I know a lot of people spend a lot of time considering their perks and considering their setup. I generally just get in and play the game and add as I go along. You can see the ones I kind of favour and the ones that I kind of ignore. Luck, certainly I'm going to be putting a lot more time and effort into some of the probably the bottom 3 perks to kind of balance that out. But yeah, I like just get in and play the game and just add to whatever we start with. So I thought I might get that question, so I've added it in. So let's get into the guns, and I'll give you the specifics on each of the guns that I'm using. So here's the first one, the Marksman .50 Sniper, 50 cal sniper. I got this on the way to Vault 95 around the Coastal Guard Pier. I think it's in the room downstairs if you're looking for it. And I've done a little bit of modification, not too much. But you can see the damage 94, accuracy 99, and 203 range, which is pretty good for a sniper. Put a long ported barrel, marksman stock, medium quick eject mag. I think the scope came with the rifle, and I think the compensator was also on the rifle. Moving on to the 308 Combat Sniper Rifle. I found this on one of my quests. I can't remember which one. I think it might have been the one with Deacon. Again, it has 83 damage. The range is 185. Accuracy 110. I don't know how you can get 110% accuracy, but there you go. Apparently you can. And again, very similar kind of modifications to that of the 50 cal sniper. I do love the long recon scope on this one. It's good. I do like the look of it, and it's good, I think, at night time. I think as is the 50 cal has a nighttime scope on it as well. Moving right along, the Assassin's Powerful Combat Rifle does 50% more damage against humans. This is a legendary that I found during the quest to find Kellogg at Fort Hagen, which will be coming up on the channel fairly shortly. Does 68 damage, 203 range, great range. Accuracy is about 81%, which is not too bad. I'm running a powerful receiver, long barrel, short stock, large magazine, and a reflex sight on that one. You can see the stock's a bit stumpy, but this does do a lot of damage very quickly. Now, during the same quest, and it was in fact before we got to Fort Hagen, I got both of these weapons, is the Defiant Powerful Combat Shotgun. Final shot in every magazine deals twice the normal damage. Another legendary that I happened to pick up, and you can see the damage is phenomenal. 105 damage. Range, of course, is what you would expect in the shotgun, 71, and accuracy is 42, but really up close, this will down people really quickly. Running all the kind of the same stuff, but on this one, slightly different. I'm using a glow front sight ring, which I do prefer on my shotguns. Everything else is pretty stock standard for a combat shotgun. And if you want to see how to find a number of these weapons around the Commonwealth, check out my weapons guide, my 10 best weapons before level 10, and it'll show you where to find these in their kind of standard form. One gun that I always like to run with, and it's always reliable through every gameplay I've ever had, and this would have been the 10 milli I got when I came out of Vault 111, 111, whatever, and that's a 10 milli, which is fairly significantly modified. As you can see, we have an advanced receiver, a long light ported barrel, sharp shooter's grip, large quick eject mag, reflex sight, and a muzzle brake on it. It's awesome. That's 31 damage, 101 range. It's got a huge range on it, and the accuracy is not bad at 76%. I think that's percent. So the most recent addition to my arsenal is a .44 pistol, which is Kellogg's pistol, and it has refills your action points on a critical hit. I haven't done much modifying to this. The hardened receiver, I think, is about all I've put, maybe improved the grip, but that's about it. It's an awesome pistol, 60 damage, 119 range, and 70 accuracy, so you can do a fair bit of damage with this pistol. And finally, the only kind of energy weapon that I run is the Righteous Authority, which gives critical shots do double damage, and critical meter feels 15% faster. And you will get this with the first mission that you do with Paladin Dance, which has already been up on the channel. I have modified this as much as possible. Does 47 damage, 203 range, heck of a range, 92% accuracy, with a boosted capacitor, long barrel rifle, full stock, short scope, and there is no muzzle on that one. And of course it is a legendary weapon because you get it as a reward for the quest. So there you go, guys. That's what I'm running currently in my Fallout 4 playthrough. I hope it helps you to kind of see how things get modified. Maybe it gives you a few ideas on weapons. I don't anticipate that this would change too much in the future. What I carry, I pretty much get the guns I like and stick with them. I may add an assault rifle at some point, but that would be about it, and I'll just continue to modify these till they hit their maximum capacity. Hope it's been useful. Hope you've enjoyed this one. It's a little bit different for Gaming Plays Fallout 4, and we'll catch you next time on the channel. See ya.